Hello bestie girls, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Krissy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. As you guys read by the title, I'm going to be doing my makeup routine in depth with you guys, sitting down step by step. I wanted to do this for a very long time and you guys have been asking me. I definitely feel like this is a YouTube video because I feel like if I did it over on TikTok, people would lose their attention span, and YouTube is more of just like the long form videos. Let's get into it though. I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I use to prep my skin before I start my makeup. Let's get into my skin type. So I have combo skin. I definitely have more dry skin in the winter time, but I have oily skin. I'm an acne prone girly. I do use these products that were recommended by my esthetician, so just use at your own risk, besties. I am not an esthetician. This is just what works best for me. This is the Glymed Plus CBD Skin Mist. This helps with redness as well as just like making the skin very hydrated. I love this stuff. I use it so much and it just has like changed my skin completely. I go in with a couple sprays. Now I will be going in with the Face Reality Hydra Balance. This helps with hydration and it balances oil. I love this stuff so much. It definitely does make a difference on my skin. Let's go in with like a dime size amount and then just rub it into my skin. I like to make sure I get it on my forehead, especially because that's where I get the most oily at. And then also, of course, on my cheeks. One thing about my skin, you guys, is it gets so red right away. Like even when I apply a product, I like look like a tomato. I don't know why. My skin is just so sensitive. I'm gonna be going in with the Glymed Comfort Cream. I love this stuff, especially now in the winter time, just because I have really dry skin, like I had said, and this helps it a lot. I love this stuff because if it burns, that means my skin is super dry. So I'm like, okay, every time if that happens, I add a lot more product onto my skin because I'm like, girl, your skin's dry. It needs the hydration. Last step, of course, is SPF, besties. Don't forget your SPF, but this is the one that I use. This is also from Face Reality. This is the Daily SPF 30 Plus. I love this stuff. I do like it because it doesn't like separate my makeup. A lot of SPFs do that, and I've noticed that, but this one doesn't. This one really likes my skin tint that I use, as well as like any type of foundation that I love, which is the Estee Lauder. I love the Kylie skin tint, and I'm about to show you guys that right now, but I like to make sure to put this all over as well as on my neck. Now that my skincare is complete, I do want to mention something, besties. You cannot get this over the counter. You do have to go to a licensed esthetician that is allowed to sell these products. I know every esthetician sells different stuff, so just an FYI, I will have my esthetician for you guys down below. But let's move on to makeup. If you follow me on TikTok, you guys know I have tried so many primers, and my absolute favorite drugstore primer is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop one. I haven't used it recently because I recently discovered this one, and I love this one, you guys. This is the Maybelline New York Grippy Serum 24-Hour Primer. It is such a good product. Make sure to shake it before you use it. I have always done this, but every single time I apply primer, I always go in with it twice, meaning I like to put one layer on, let it dry, and then I will go in with another layer. I'm telling you, that is just like the key to a very sticky base. Now it is time for skin tint. I have not worn foundation in so freaking long. I kind of remember the last time I put on my favorite foundation, which is Estee Lauder. I have been loving this Kylie skin tint. I've been using it since June, I believe. I think it's June or July. No, it has to be June because in July, that is when we went on our vacation to Mexico, and I was already using it then. But oh, you guys, this skin tint is so freaking good. What the skin tint looks like is such a cute little bottle too. I love the fact that it's very like small, so it's like easy to take on the go. And sometimes, you know, the glass bottles just bug me with the foundations because I'm like so scared that it's gonna break. So I love the fact that this one's plastic. I always get asked about this. This right here is the Kylie skin tint brush that actually is supposed to go with the skin tint. To be completely honest, I don't like it with the skin tint. I feel like it blends good, but not the way that my Fenty Beauty one blends with it. I love this one. I'm using the Fenty Beauty brush in 145. I love that it has like a little like angle at the brush. This one does too, but for some reason I just, like I said, I don't like the way it blends. So one thing that I would recommend is don't like smear it like this. I feel like it makes the skin tint look weird, and I feel like that happens with foundation too. So I've always just like dabbed products into my skin. The only time I will drag it down like this is when I'm doing it on my neck, but other than that, when it's on my face, I like to make sure to just dab and just keep blending until all of it is evenly spreaded. I also really like that this skin tint is buildable, so I like to start off with a small amount and then I'll go in with the second layer. This is how the skin tint looks. Obviously, you can still see my redness a little bit. If I had more product, I probably would go in with the third layer. That's usually what I do, but I'm completely out. So I'm gonna leave it like this, but it does look super pretty still. Very, very soft, not too heavy, and that's what I also like about this skin tint is when I have this on, I don't feel like my face feels like gross in a way. Like the girls that get it. Like I don't like a heavy filling type of beat, so this is very lightweight, but so far it looks so pretty, very glowy. But let's get into contour. For contour, I'm gonna be going in with Makeup by Mario contour stick, and this is in the shade light medium. I love this one. I actually recently purchased this. I was using the Rare Beauty one, but I wanted to try this one out, and I really like the way that it applies onto my face. I do like this one because it's very creamy and it feels like butter. To blend out my contour, this is the one that I use. They don't have a number on them, so I'm not able to tell you guys that, but I feel like this is like the foundation brush. It's very like bulky, but it has like a flat top, like meaning it has like a lot of bristles. But I like to use this to blend out the contour. I like to take this up on my cheek area and then just start blending, again tapping it into my skin. Contour my nose, I like to turn the brush like this and then just start blending like the tip of it, if that makes sense, like from the brush, and just bringing it up onto my nose. These are my two favorite cream blushes. This one is from Rare Beauty and it's in the shade Adore. And then I also really love the Rhode one in the shade Piggy. I've been going back and forth between these two, but I recently purchased this one and it has been my go-to. I just cannot stop using it. It's such a beautiful color, like the prettiest pinky peach. It looks so beautiful on my skin. I feel like it's not too pink, but it's not too like orangey. This blush is very pigmented, so I like to go in with the smallest amount and then I will build it up. This brush I got in PR from Patrick Ta, and it has been my go-to to blend out all of my liquid blushes that I use. This is For the Face number 3. It is so good. And then I use this side to put on bronzer, which is like my powder bronzer, but I like to just dab this into my skin and then also just bringing it up onto my high cheekbone area. I love this brush though. It is like the perfect brush for liquid stuff. Once all of that is blended out, it is time to contour my nose with some powder. This is the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Pound Cake. I like to use this one with a little powder puff. And what I like to do is just grab the powder and bring it down my nose area just to like really make sure that my contour from earlier stays on and then you can actually see it. And then of course if it gets messy, you can just fix it with the powder. That's usually what I do. So if I get the contour like down here, just get the powder and then just apply it and it will fix it. I also like to bring it underneath my eyes to set my eyes. You guys are also probably wondering, Krissy, you did not use concealer. Guys, I actually don't use concealer anymore. Ever since I started using the Kylie skin tint, I just don't feel like I need it. And crazy because I have really dark under eyes. So I have just been loving it. And you know also what has been helping me is the Rhode peptide eye patches that she just came out with. Oh my goodness, you guys, I used to have super dark under eyes and I swear those have helped me so much, like make my under eyes brighter and not so dark. Definitely recommend those. I use those at least like 2 to 3 times a week. They are on the pricier side, but they work for me and that's why I will continue to buy them. Let me put you on, besties, this powder. Oh my gosh. Why did I barely start using this? I have seen this all over my TikTok for the longest time and I was like, I can't get myself to spend that much on a powder. Like that is crazy. It's almost like a $50 palette for just powder. And I'm so glad I did. I bought this during the Sephora semi-annual sale and oh my goodness, it is so good. Kind of hard to see, but this is the Hourglass powder and it's in the shade Translucent Medium, I believe. Yes, Translucent Medium. I like to put this on my forehead just because I didn't put any powder up there. And just dabbing it, guys. That is the trick, I feel like, to makeup. Dabbing it rather than like smearing it, because then you're just gonna smear all your makeup off. Then I like to grab a little bit more and I will go in with it on my cheeks. Now it is time for a powdered blush. This is the one that I use. It's from Patrick Ta and it's in the shade Baby. I like to use this one right here because this one is cream. This one's the powdered one. It is the prettiest baby pink blush. It has a little bit of sparkle to it. I also really like the Too Faced Candy Clouds one. If you know, you know. This is also my go-to for the longest time. But I recently started using this one and I like it. It's just a very subtle sparkle look. But I like to use my Jessup brush. This is the brush that I use for that. As you can see, this one is a little bit more fluffy and it doesn't have like a flat, like, you know, top. But like I said, these are my Amazon storefront. Very good brushes. I love them. I like to just dab a little bit onto the brush and then tap off the excess and then just apply this to my lower cheek. Not up here, just my lower one, just to give it a little bit of like a sparkle. As you can tell, I like my makeup very light. Like I love a light beat, not too heavy. But I'm gonna go in with this Marcel water from Bioderma. This is the one that I use to also take my makeup off, if you guys were wondering. I use a little cotton pad and then grab the the liquid, and then just pour it on there and then just wipe my makeup off. But I also like to use this for getting like the excess off my lips and then also my eyebrows, because I don't fill in my eyebrows, fun fact. So I like to use this to like wipe everything off. For my brow gel, I go in with the Got To Be brow gel. If you know, you know, this is like my ride or die. With my brows, I just like to brush up and then brush the tail down. But I like to make sure there's a good amount of product on them, just because my brows are on the thicker side, and I feel like if I don't do that, they start to look wild and then they look like straight, like they will stick out. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. But my brows are done. I will go in with this powder puff from Huda Beauty. I love this. It's so cute. It's a little heart, but I will get all of the powder off that we just used to bake, and I like to just press it into my skin like this. This also is a powder puff that I use just specifically for this step. And then I like to just get it on my nose and just dab it in. And then what I will do is I will grab a brush and just wipe off the excess from it. So I like to use another Jessup brush. Like I said, these are all in the same bundle. The brush that I use is like flat. You can't really tell on camera, but once you see it in person, it's definitely like on the flat side. But I like to just grab it and brush off all of the excess powder that I may have. Next is highlighter, and this is from Too Faced. I love it. It is such a pretty color. It's like a champagne pink. I like to make sure to get the product like on my cheek area because I love to look very glowy, and then I like to apply it on to my nose. Now it is time to go in with the powdered contour products. I'm going to be going in with Patrick Ta. I have no idea how to say this. I'm not even going to try because every single time I say it, I feel like I just embarrass myself. This is the contour that I use. She's Statuquit. I don't know how to say that. I swear every single time I feel like I get it wrong and I say it different. But I like to grab another Jessup brush, and I like to use the powdered side, this one right here. I hit pan on it already. This one is the cream one. I've never really used it. I do like this shade though because I feel like it's not too dark and it's not too light for my nose. It's very, very pretty, and then I just bring it under the tip of my nose. This is the contour that I use for my big forehead. Now it is time to contour that. I'm going to go back in with the Patrick Ta brush that I showed you guys, number 3, and I'm going to use the other side. I like to just dab this onto the product, and then make sure to shake off the excess with this one because it is very, very pigmented, which we love. We love a good pigmented product. I am done with my base. I'm going to curl my hair off camera real quick, and then we're going to finish with a lip combo, so I will be right back. I've always just been that type of girly that just does my hair last. I just like to see how my makeup comes out and then like go based off of that, of like how I want to style my hair. But let's get into lip combo now. This is my favorite freaking part of my makeup routine. If you know me, you guys know I'm a lip combo girly. For my lip combo today, I'm gonna be going in with a fave that I've been using so much lately. This is the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao lip liner. I really love this color though. It's not too dark and it's not too light. It looks so beautiful on the lips. I feel like this is such a popular color too. A lot of besties and girlies use this. I always get asked if I have lip filler. I actually have not gotten lip filler in like 2 years. I do want to touch up my lips though because I'm starting to get like my little gap back. I have a really bad gap like right here on my right hand side. It's more of like a muscle thing. I don't know, that's what my lip girl told me, but I kind of want to get them retouched up just a little bit just to give them a little bit of a plump, but then everyone's telling me don't do it because they look fine. I'm gonna be going in with the Huda Beauty gloss, and this is in the shade Ooh Baby. If you know, you know. This is my absolute favorite freaking gloss. This is my second one that I've been through. They're just so good, and I love the way that they fill in the lips. Like her glosses are bomb, but this specific color is my favorite. It's so pretty. It's like the prettiest baby pink. Final look, makeup complete. I really love my makeup routine. I know it's very simple and very basic. I feel like I don't use a lot of products, but I also don't use like a heavy amount, if that makes sense. So I love it. It works for me. Let me know your favorite products down below, besties. But I wanted to film this video because Christmas is coming up. You know, you're gonna have your Christmas wish list and things like that. So I thought I would do this now. So you guys, if you want to try these products out, you guys can put them on your Christmas wish list. But I love you guys so much, bestie girls. Thank you so much for all the support. Love everything you guys are always showing me here on YouTube, TikTok, just everywhere. I just love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I cannot wait to see what 2026 has in store. I'm really excited. A lot of things coming, and I love you guys. I just literally love you guys so much. But I will see you guys later. You already know the drill. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey of mine. I feel like I have not said that in forever. If you know, you know. But I will see you guys later. Bye.